Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And I must say, it's been a pretty crazy day, alright? First of all, Flare has actually overtaken XRP on a couple of different places, for example, geodas and bitrue. And even though this is not the official Flare just quite yet, I think it's already quite interesting to see how things are turning out right now. So we'll talk a little bit more about that and of course other crypto news in this video, but we're also giving away $100 worth of crypto, and all you have to do to enter is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. So yes, as I just said, iNorthing here says, "Bwahahaha, Flare about to overtake XRP, can actually make this up." So it has a picture of the XRP price, which right now is right around 27 or so cents, and Flare, which was 27 cents at the time too. If you scroll down though a little bit in this thread, you'll see that Flare has actually reached 30 cents, which is a huge little boost here from the 18 cents which it was earlier today to about 30 cents or so. And yeah, that's pretty damn crazy. But basically what this is talking about here, this Flare is basically something on top of XRPL. We talked about that before. But the only way that people right now can have Flare is if they are on an exchange like geodas or bitrue, where the exchange has issued an IOU. And that is because the Flare network is not really live just quite yet, so you can't officially really have Flare just quite yet. For example, it goes in the same way like saying, all right, I'm gonna give you 3 Bitcoins. However, I'm not really sending you the Bitcoins just yet. I'm just adding them to your account. So in your account, it says 3, but I have not actually sent the proper backing for it. If you guys get that? So again, it says in your account that you have 3 Bitcoins, but I haven't really sent the 3 Bitcoins to your account, basically. That's kind of what it comes down to. And an exchange, of course, has that power because they know they will be getting Flare eventually. And if they were wrong in the distribution, they could always adjust the Flare that you were going to get in the future, right? They are now doing it with IOUs, which they'll fulfill eventually once the network goes live, which could be in a couple of months from now. I think it's May or something like that of this year. But yeah, the outlooks from everybody I've seen here is just extremely, extremely positive. And all I can say, guys, is let's hope for the best. As of this point, any XRP that you had has just been doubled, which is kind of frightening, to be honest. I have actually not claimed Spark for about 2,000 XRP or so. That is on my ledger or one of the ledgers. Now, because I'm seeing this, I'm thinking about actually going to claim it because, well, if it's really 30 cents instead of half a cent like we expected or even less, it's definitely going to be worth it, right? Because I don't know how much that is, but let's say it's $600. Well, that's definitely going to be worth my little time to confirm that really quickly. So I'm going to be checking that out. I think I still have time to do that. If not, who really cares? I mean, it's not a big issue because I still got the majority of my XRP claimed for Spark that is on exchanges. But still, it's a pretty crazy situation, right? Have you claimed Spark? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, I'm kind of wondering, how are you guys bullish or bearish on crypto right now? I've seen a lot of people be very, very bullish, but on the other hand, whenever I ask some questions like this, there's a lot of people who are saying, well, things are looking negative right now before we actually turn back bullish again. So let me know in the comment section down below. And if we're talking Flare, my price prediction and my ideas, well, I'm just going to say Flare actually has another spark of enthusiasm. See the joke there? Spark, Flare. Because of the second airdrop that is about to come as well. That's another incentive why you should actually be holding Flare, and it's kind of like staking, right? Where you just have an incentive to hold on through or to just put your coins either into the network or basically let them lurk around because you're going to be getting money from it. That's kind of what I feel with this right now. Then, guys, check out GSX. A link is down below. This is gold secured currency, and basically what it refers to is the first growth coin / gold backed asset. It is a gold backed cryptocurrency, the first of its kind. And yeah, they right now have $3.2 billion in land. That, of course, is going to be increasing. And as the backing for this coin increases too, the price should also keep going up. Right now, there's a 19% bonus, and it's 10 cents a coin, which is pretty damn cheap. Plus, there's a 5% bonus for using my link. And let's hope that it gets to about 40 cents or so when it hits exchanges in, I think, maybe like 2 months from now, maybe even less, maybe 1 month from now. Could be pretty damn close and really around the corner. So again, I'm pretty excited for you guys. Go ahead and check it out. A link is down below. I personally put a couple $1,000s in because, hey, I sometimes like these types of risks. Then XRP and Flare token holders primed for yet another airdrop. XRP holders that are due to receive Spark tokens may be eligible for another airdrop. Well, again, that's what I actually was referring to a little bit earlier. This is referring to DFLR, and you're basically going to get those if you're holding Flare. And even though I've talked about this for a week or so, I still see some people in the comment section asking right now about what we meant, or other YouTubers talk about it right now. Even though, again, this is old news, it's not like anything new was just announced. It's actually been there for a little while. It's just people forgot that you're actually going to get more than just the $FLR, but also the DFLR and eventually the YFLR. Of course, that one is going to be a little bit different in how it goes, but the DFLR is going to be just free, completely free. DAO Flare will be distributed in a 1-to-1 ratio to Spark tokens held on supported exchanges and private wallets. Don't know about that one or exactly how much you're going to get. I haven't really deepened down, whatever, dived, whatever the freaking word is in English, I do not know. Dove. I haven't dove, no, I didn't dive. I didn't dive into it yet. Yeah, maybe that's the correct way to say it, I think. I didn't dive into that one just quite yet because I actually do not care how much you get. Because think about it. If it's a 1-to-1 ratio or a 1-to-10, your value is going to be the same. The only thing that's going to change is the amount of coins that you get. But if Bitcoin were to be 1,000 times as big, it could still have exactly the same market cap, right? The price per coin would just be 1,000 times less. So, again, I don't really mind how many coins I'm going to get because I know the ultimate value of it then will be the same. And British Miss here posted on Twitter, I like Flare and what they are doing or going to do, but I can't see how they will launch with a 20+ cent price. That would put them in the top 10 to 20 immediately. I'm expecting a sub 0.005 cent price. From what I've read, the IOU price is fairly meaningless. I am wrong? Question mark. Well, I'm going to quickly say, guys, be prepared that Spark is going to be almost worthless because it is right now on bitrue and Geodas. Geodas got a lot of popularity because they gave 5% extra and because it was the only and first exchange to issue IOUs for Flare. And bitrue is a XRP denominated exchange, basically. A lot of it goes around XRP and they really have a big XRP market, basically. So think about that. Most of the guys on there are excited about bitrue or about Flare. On Binance and all these other exchanges where people really have no idea what Flare is, they're going to be seeing it in their balance all of a sudden. A lot of them are going to be selling it off, and that's the official network, that's official money. Right now, it's just play dough, basically, play money. And just also understand that right now, there's only 1/100,000th or something like that. I do not know how much of the complete amount of Flare available, because that was given to bitrue. And eventually, again, 100,000 times as many coins are going to be popped out. Or however much, just a lot of coins. So, ooh, that was a crazy hard sound, wasn't it? Let me turn that off. Eventually, there's going to be so many more coins that I do think the price should fall as well. But again, it's going to be seen. But I'm just warning you guys that the price could be extremely, extremely low. Just think about it. And then Peter Schiff said, losing the private key to your Bitcoin wallet is not the same thing as forgetting where you buried your gold. When gold is lost, the world loses something, the potential use of that gold as a metal. When Bitcoin is lost, the world loses nothing. Gold is wealth, Bitcoin is not. Somebody asked, are you from 1849? Because I really don't get exactly where this thought came from and why he's saying something like that. On the other hand, I also tweeted out quickly over on Twitter, saying that this makes no sense. Because if the gold is really lost, it is actually still on Earth. So it's not that the same really with Bitcoin, where if those coins are sent to the wrong address or you forgot your key, basically, you're never going to see that money back. So it's basically taken out of circulation forever and ever. Nobody can take that back. So yeah, it's not the same thing. It would even be fair to say that the supply of Bitcoin is truly scarce, while for gold, we do not yet know if it actually is, because what about asteroid mining or something like that? What if there's a lot of gold from another place that they can get? And we don't officially know the supply of gold. We have an estimate, but we don't know the official supply that's going to be ever in this world, right? Because they might have now found something way deeper inside the earth. Again, who knows where they can find some still, but it could be. Also, how is gold really going to be lost? Now, you might say, okay, a part of the gold is going to be lost because it can never be retrieved again, or it's, in such places where, tiny little bits are going to be going. However, the majority of the gold will always keep in circulation and, won't really keep going out. It could really be with Bitcoin, though, that so many transactions are going wrong in due time that there's really not much Bitcoin left. It could really be. With gold, that's going to be very difficult because where are they going to put it? You're going to burn it or what? What are you going to do with your gold? You're going to put it into the air or what? You're going to make it into gas form? What can you do with gold where it's going to be completely evaporated from this world? I don't know, but at least the way it sounds to me is just it's going to keep coming back, whatever you try to do, right? It will stay there. You can't really get rid of all of it. You could throw it into the ocean, okay, but you will eventually get it back if you want to because it's still there. You might say, okay, it's too deep to get it back, but you can eventually. Again, maybe it's going to be 500 years from now, but we can get it back eventually. At least that's my thoughts about it. So, yeah. Then, Ivy League universities silently buying Bitcoin. I've said it before, right? I think a lot of these parties are already involving themselves. However, they're just not letting you know too much about it in the sense that they're not putting it up all the way for everybody to notice. But in due time, you'll see that almost all big companies and almost all big schools and stuff like that, which have, I guess, money to spend, will basically involve themselves with it either for their students, either for their own personal investments, or for the technology, who knows. But they're getting into it. And that's the fun part about crypto. It could really be that a lot of these guys are already in it and they've never said. Like here, for example, it could be that these guys have been in here for at least a year. But who would have known? Who would have known if they don't tell? It's very hard to tell. It's really hard to say whether or not they've gone into it because it might just be a couple $1 million in total, right? And if they have billions of dollars of worth, basically, and they put in a couple $1 million, they don't have to, put that all in the freaking public. And even if they have to, it's going to be a year later or so because before they have to do that. It's just some idea that you have to think about, that it could be that a lot of these guys have gotten into crypto right now the last couple of months, and that will only be announced in about a couple of months from now. I don't know, it's just some food for thought. Think about it, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video.